Niner fans, we got some breaking news, and this is not good breaking news. Deebo Samuel, 49ers wide receiver, as we know, has been dealing with a shoulder injury, right? Just a few minutes ago, Kyle Shanahan told reporters that Deebo Samuel is dealing with a hairline fracture of his shoulder. They did a CT scan. It's been sore. He's been missing practice. And it turns out he's dealing with a hairline fracture of the shoulder. Not a good thing. He's going to miss at least 2 games. They got Minnesota game coming up on Monday. He's going to miss that. And then they have the Cincinnati game. He's going to miss that. It's a short week, so obviously that's a tough turnaround. Then they have the bye week, so maybe he can, get some rest on the bye week and then come back against Jacksonville. But at the very least, Deebo Samuel is going to miss 2 games. I mean, that's a tough blow to the 49ers. They still got a lot of great players, obviously. Christian McCaffrey, who's dealing with an oblique injury. He's questionable for Monday night. They're expecting him to play. He's tough. He's built different, but now that puts a lot of pressure on Christian McCaffrey. And Brandon Ayuk, he's expected to have a bigger role in this offense. And George Kittle, you got to give George Kittle the ball. You got to feed that man the ball. But the bad news is Deebo Samuel's not going to be there. So now you're going to have to hopefully have Ronnie Bell step up, somebody like that. And the other bad news going into Monday night's game is Trent Williams is doubtful. He has an ankle injury. He hasn't practiced this week, and now he's officially doubtful for Monday Night Football. It doesn't sound like Trent Williams is going to play on Monday Night Football, and that means Jalen Moore and Colton McKivitz, my worst nightmare, is about to unfold on Monday. And Danielle Hunter leads the NFL with 8 sacks. So that's going to be tough for Jalen Moore. Oh, man. And they play Hunter. The Vikings play Hunter as like a Leo. So it's going to be a big day for Jalen Moore. He's got to step up. So, again, let's recap. Deebo Samuel, hairline fracture of the shoulder. They found it on a CT scan. He's not going to play Monday night. Not going to play against the Bengals, so he's going to miss at least 2 games. Trent Williams is doubtful. Doubtful pretty much tells me he's not playing. Christian McCaffrey is questionable. He'll probably play. And Dre Greenlaw is also questionable. He's got the hamstring injury. So Dre Greenlaw will probably play on Monday Night Football. But right now, these injuries are kind of taking their toll. It's unfortunate. We've been hoping that this team can stay healthy. And, unfortunately, it's a tough game. Football is rough, and, players are going to get hurt. And right now, the 49ers are dealing with their share of injuries. Hopefully, they can get through this stretch, this tough stretch right now with some wins. Hopefully, they can, win these next 2 games. They still have a great team. Deebo Samuel definitely is a big part of their offense, but they do have other players. Again, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk. You got the rookie Ronnie Bell. You got Juwan Jennings. Players are going to have to step up. Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell. This is a tough team. I expect players to step up. But if Deebo Samuel has to miss an extended amount of time, maybe they make a trade. Because, again, trade deadline's there. John Lynch, he's not afraid to pull the trigger on a player if they need to, depending on where Deebo Samuel is. Because 2 weeks is the very least amount of games he's going to miss. It could be more. We don't know. So that's tough. I'm also a little worried about playing without Trent Williams, but I get it. Ankle, you don't want to cause it to get worse. It's going to be a little scary running without Trent Williams. So hopefully these guys can step up. It's tough. Anthony says, I'm very confident with this team. I am too. I'm very confident that this team is going to be able to win games without, the players they have. But it's going to be a lot tougher. It's not going to be as easy. It's going to be a challenge. Vikings are coming in this game with some injuries. And now the 49ers are coming in this game with some major injuries. But, hey, I still think the 49ers can win this game. Definitely won't be as easy as I initially thought coming into this game. So hopefully Deebo Samuel can get healthy, man. Again, this is a tough injury. You hate to see that kind of stuff. But hairline fracture, that's something we got to be very careful about, and we don't want it to get any worse. So hopefully he can come in and be healthy after the bye week, which is what they're expecting. But we'll see how the rehab goes and everything like that. Tough break for Deebo Samuel. But, again, good news. CMC was back at practice today. He looked great. He says he's feeling good. And I think everybody's expecting Christian McCaffrey to play on Monday Night Football. So we'll see. We'll wait for the official words. But he's questionable. It's usually a good sign, but doesn't always mean that they're going to play. But, again, Christian McCaffrey should be playing Monday Night Football, and so will Dre Greenlaw. So, Oh man, Miguel says, "What's up? What happened?" It appears that Deebo Samuel has a hairline fracture of his shoulder. They found it on a CT scan, according to Kyle Shanahan. Anthony says, "Why haven't we seen Danny Gray? Is he injured?" Yes, he is on the injured reserve right now because of an injury right now. But hopefully, he's able to come back. And then we're gonna need him. We're gonna need a guy. If they don't make a trade, Danny Gray's gonna have to come in and step up. But I love Ronnie Bell. That's a guy I think that they have a lot of trust in, and he's gonna have to get his opportunities. Showboat says, "Raj in the Honda." Yes, my car. I was about to leave work. I was just about to leave work. I was waiting for Kyle to drop his updates. I thought it was gonna be very simple. Debo's questionable. Trent's questionable. I thought that's what was gonna happen. I was ready to post it. Boom! Breaking news: Deebo Samuel hairline fracture. I wasn't ready for that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't ready for that one. But again, hopefully Debo is healthy, man, and he could come back strong against Jacksonville. Tough, man. My man Niner guy for life says, "I wish Kyle wasn't scared to use Ronnie Bell." I don't know if he's necessarily scared. I just think rookies. Kyle has to really, really earn their trust. I mean, he's had some moments, but now I think it's time to make sure that Ronnie Bell, gets a little bit more usage in this offense. I think that's what we're going to see. It's Ronnie Bell time. Uh, Niner guy for life. Jalen Moore versus Daniel Hunter. That could get ugly. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that one. Sati says an O line with Jalen Moore and McKivitz as our starting tackles. Hunter might feast. It might be a little closer game than we expected, huh? Terrence says looks like Kittle's going to be an extra lineman this week. It might be. You might be right. Anthony says it's probably already been said, but Kittle needs to get more touches. He's still good at the catch and run. Yeah, we talked about it last night on the prediction show. George Kittle needs more action. One target, one catch, 1 yard. That's not going to cut it. I know he's coming off a 3 touchdown game, but other than that, he's really hasn't been targeted as much. 25 total targets through 6 games. That doesn't scream like, top production. But again, there's a lot of mouths to feed. The 49ers have a lot of options. You're not going to get more than 4 to 5 targets a game with this team. But now that Deebo Samuel's out, George Kittle season, ramp it up. Ramp it up. Anyways, you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm about to go home. We'll talk live on Instagram in about an hour or so. I'm gonna get home, gonna get comfy. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about these injuries. But real quick, I just wanted to go live and talk about the breaking news. Deebo Samuel, hairline fracture of the shoulder, and he's expected to miss 2 games at the very least. You guys have a good rest of your day. Stay safe. I love you. Bang, bang. Not again.